Good afternoon, viewers. I'm Council Gloria. I'm going to discuss foundation of law, but before I discuss the foundation of law, I'm going to be specialized in sources. Remember, sources under foundation of law, they are categorized into two. We have the primary sources and the secondary sources. But today, I'm going to be deep under primary sources. So I'll discuss the primary sources, but before I start with the primary sources, I want to ask to understand what's law. Law is a set of rules governing a certain society. According to Granville William, goes ahead and defines law as a segment of the society and medium change. I'll proceed and discuss the sources of law. I'll start with the Constitution as the source of law. Remember, under Article 2, Clause 1 of the Constitution provides for the Constitution is the supreme law of the land and shall have all the binding authority throughout every individual in the country. And if you look at Article 2, Clause 2, provides for if any custom or anything which is inconsistent with the Constitution shall be prevailed, null and void. So, what you should know that whatever you are doing, the Constitution prevails other laws because it's the mother of the all laws and others. There is also a case there you can apply. There is a case of ex parte Michael Matovu. You can apply it under the Constitution because that case was in inconsistency with the Constitution. So we shall proceed and discuss another source, Act of Parliament. Act of Parliament is the second source of law under the primary sources. Act of Parliament, it is provided under Article 79, Clause 1. Clause 1 provides for Parliament shall make laws for peace, order, and good governance. And its 79 Clause 2 gives the mandate Parliament to delegate powers to other bodies. For example, government instrument and other bodies, the ordinances and bylaws, all of them they are under Article 2, where they are mandated to make laws too. I will proceed and talk about case law. Case law is a source of law. Remember, under case law, these are old cases, or these are precedents used by judges to deliver new judgments in court. When you talk about case law, look at the case of David Nyemfuza versus Attorney General. In that case, it was about violation of rights. And if any case comes up today that is about violation of rights, they can use that old case of the major David Nyemfuza versus Attorney General to deliver judgments on the table. Or there's also a case of Silver Boki. That case, it was about witchcraft, whereby the man was accused about witchcraft. He was punished for 10 years, and also when they came back, they were also banned from the field. So at the end of the day, they use such old cases to deliver judgments in court, and they make them precedents. I'll proceed and talk about customary as another source of law. When we talk about customary, remember customary, these are customs used by different African traditional societies. For example, we have different societies, we have different customs in this country. If you look at Bagishu, they have customs which is called circumcision. And if we look at Baganda people, they have also their customs, like you don't marry from the same clan. Look at the case of Bruno Chihuahua versus Ivan Seron Nkrumah and Juliet Namaz. These people wanted to get married, and yet they are coming from Indiga clan, the one you would call Ship. And remember, it is a custom in Buganda that if you are coming from the same clan, you're not supposed to get married. So it becomes a source of law as long as it's not inconsistent with the Constitution under Article 2, as we talked about. It provides for any custom or other laws which are not inconsistent with the Constitution. And where it is inconsistent, it can be prevailed, null, and void. I also proceed and talk about international law. When you talk about international law as a source of law, remember international law, it is provided under Article 123 of the Constitution. Article 123 of the Constitution, Clause 1, it provides that the President of our country will make laws, the convention, treaties, agreements with other countries. And Clause 2, under Article 123, Clause 2, it is telling us that the Parliament will do what? Rectify the laws to start operating. At the end of the day, the international laws and conversions, they become laws binding to all of us as long as they are rectified by the what? By the parliament. I will talk about common law as another source of law. When you talk about common law, remember this common law started from 1900, where the British people came to colonize our country and they had to sign an agreement with Daudi Shua. And after signing that agreement, they came back to be stabilized in 1902 in our country. They established more in that year. And at the end of the day, these British people, they provided some laws where you find the statutes were made on the 8th, the reception clause. They provided the statutes which were